Hey, playa, we've all been there before. Someone posts something online and we're not quite sure if they're doing it to be a jerk or they're just trolling us, but you still feel that compulsion, that desire, that need to respond and to prove them wrong. So what is the one skill that you need whenever you're talking to someone you disagree with? Well, I'm going to share that with you and it might surprise you.
This is the Josh Speaks. You're watching the Josh Speak.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. Now, before I reveal what that skill is, I really want to talk about how those situations typically play out. That person posts something, so you write a long-winded response explaining why they're wrong, what they need to learn, and how they need to change, and all of a sudden the conversation goes back and forth with no one really budging, no one really learning, no one really understanding where the other person is coming from. In the end, you're just left there frustrated, not sure if you want to block the person or just delete them entirely from your life. And that's why it's so important for us to focus on the practice of mindful listening in those moments. Mindful listening is the practice of being able to be in that present moment and to not feel that you need to control the situation or tell someone what to do, but just to hear and experience what is happening around you. Far too often, we get sucked into the game of wanting to prove people wrong rather than really hearing and understanding where they're coming from. Now, that isn't to say the person on the other side that's speaking is honest and genuine, but they've come to their ideas, they've crafted their opinion, and they've put it out there either to be criticized, to be understood, or to be mocked. Now, if you initially jump into something ready to criticize it, all you're going to do is put the other person on the defense. When a person's on the defense, they're way less likely to be honest and open with you. They're going to keep defending their point simply because they don't want to be proven wrong, and they're not going to allow you to make them look bad. Criticizing can have its place inside the conversation, but that's only after you've done the second thing that I mentioned, which is to be understanding. And what's confusing to me is a lot of people see being understanding as simply tolerating or allowing people to just say and do whatever they want. But I don't really look at being understanding like that at all. Like I'd mentioned before, practicing mindful listening allows you to better understand where and how the person got to believe what they do. Let's say someone you know shares an incredibly fake article, something that's just totally not true and is actually kind of insulting and hurtful to a lot of people. Now, your initial reaction might be to jump in and tell them why they're wrong, but instead, talk to them, understand how they got there. Simply say, how did you come to believe the facts in those articles? Why do you trust it? And do you really carry those viewpoints in your day-to-day life? Learning a little bit more about a person lets you put things in perspective. It helps you see where that person is coming from. Are they speaking from fear or anger or sadness or confidence or tolerance? Where exactly are they coming from? That's an important distinguishing factor to know before you jump in and share your opinion. And sometimes the practice of mindful listening goes well beyond just one singular conversation. It's not just a matter of telling the person, why do you think that? Oh, and then here's why you're wrong. It really is taking the time to learn and listen where they're coming from so that they can feel way more open and trusting of you, to share their honest thoughts and to have an open dialogue with you. But that's not to shy away from the truth that there are people out there with the intention of trolling, that they have no reason behind what they're doing, that they really aren't doing it to start a conversation, they're just doing it to get under people's skin. So as you investigate and as you learn more, you'll start to see how really strong their surface is and if they are just a troll. And this is something I try to do in my day-to-day life, really taking the time to hear where people are coming from. Sometimes what people say isn't actually how they feel, and they're just finding a way to express it in a way that may not be tied to what they actually think, but it's the easiest way for them to do it. If you can really dedicate the time and effort it takes to be a mindful listener, people are going to look at you as a more trustworthy person, a person they can feel safe around, a person they can open up to, they can share things with, and they know on the other end that you're not there to judge them. You're there to talk with them, you're there to work things out, and you're both aiming for the highest good. And that's perhaps the biggest component of it. At the end of the day, we all want to feel safe in our own skin, where we live, and around the people that we interact with. So if we can help create that environment, if we can show these people that, hey, maybe the thing you shared isn't the kindest thing out there, maybe it's not so tolerant, maybe it's kind of evil in its own way, but I'm here for you as a person. I'm here to help nurture you, to care for you, and most importantly, to listen. Trust me, guys, I know how tough it is to come into contact with people you butt heads with all the time. Maybe it's your parents because they take away your phone at a certain time at night. Maybe it's your friends on Facebook because they post very radical and cringeworthy things that just make you ask yourself, why am I their friend? Either way, at the end of the day, we're all people. We have to remember that first and foremost. And if you want to start practicing mindful listening right now, try doing it with someone that you disagree with. Take some time to read the things that they post, to hear what they have to say, to engage with them only from a listening perspective. As you talk to them and hear them out, really try to identify what their actual concerns are. What's the meaning behind what they're saying? Once you can kind of start to decipher what that is, speak to them about that. Let them know that you're there for them and you're there to help them along the way. If each and every single one of us did this with just one person in our lives, we'd be doing such a wonderful service to helping people out there feel safe and secure. And trust me, that all works back in your favor, because the more honest, open, trustworthy, and kind people are with each other, the easier and less stressful it's going to make your life. But now I want to know, what do you think? What's one thing that you find yourself commonly butting heads with someone about? And I get it, sometimes you want to rip your hair out, but hopefully the tips in this video were helpful. If they were, hit the thumbs up button. Remember guys, you can always reach out to me over on Snapchat or Instagram at thejoshspeaks. I try to answer as many messages as I can. And on that note, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. As always, love and peace.